Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are tuning in from. This is BS Buddies Podcast. I'm your host, Joe. That is your host, Ian. Happy New Year, and welcome to 2025. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about our personal resolutions, if we got any, our year, what it's looking like, because mine's insane right now. And then we're going to go into, channel goals for the year. Ian, show off your new toy.
Don't say it like that. How am I supposed to piggyback off of that without looking like a horribly deviant individual? All right. So what Joe is so wonderfully alluding to,
Yep.
because I showed it to him right before we started this, is I got one of these. Took a second to start. I got one of these. I got a massage gun. Yeah, I got it as a Christmas gift. And oh yeah, this thing is an absolute lifesaver. And I told Joe that I was going to have to show it off. Whoa, sound like a robot. Oh God, don't get caught.
For the audio only audience, they're probably wondering what kind of
confused.
massager you got.
Very confused. I promise this is used for no other activities of any kind other than relieving stress within my muscles, specifically my shoulders. None of you, we are all children of the Lord. None of you get any weird ideas, all right?
We're a family-friendly podcast.
100% family friendly. Just this is a purely Christian sound. This is a family friendly sound. Turn that off now.
Okay.
I just had to show that off a little bit because my girlfriend's grandmother has one of these massage guns, and we've gone over there from time to time, and she's let me use it because I get really tense shoulders, and it feels fantastic. Was not expecting to actually get one for Christmas, so now I have one, and now my girlfriend complains because now I use it all the time. So this is a wonderful little device that saves my muscles. Stop thinking like that. I can feel your thoughts through space and time in the internet right now. Dirty little goblins, all of you. Put that over there, away and out of your sight.
After going through our episode of random things on our desk and how much we both fidget with things, that's probably the best fidget toy either one of us have.
I hate to say it, but when we went to her grandparents for Christmas too, they had a fidget spinner there on the table. I think probably because they had one for her little 5-year-old nephew. And I hate to say it, but I picked that and I was just unconsciously spinning it in my hand. I was like, wait a minute. Felt like Mr. Krabs. Wait a minute. I hate these things. Because I thought they were the dumbest things. Oh, it spins.
They're not dumb. I got one right here.
I know. And then as we were sitting there, I found myself just sitting there twirling around and wait a minute. I hate these dumb toys. I put it out. I was like, oh God. So
anyway,
yeah.
Moving on. Otherwise, I'll talk about fidget spinners for 5 minutes. Fill
the time slot, Joe. I forgot to hit start on my clock.
We're at 3.5 minutes and we haven't really set a resolution. So I'll start because I know they're kind of iffy about it. I'll have to rewrite them down because I wrote them down and forgot where I put it. So I'm great start right now.
I resolved to keep a pencil on me at all times in case I need to write things down. That's a good one.
I think I don't have that excuse. Look at this.
Get a pen protector. Wear pocketed shirts. Get a pen protector.
One of the first. I'm moving on. We're gonna talk about pens otherwise. The first thing I want to do, I want to get back into playing bass guitar, which I kind of dabbled in it a few years ago and then just lost a little bit of interest. But that's one thing I want to start practicing more, even if it's pick it up for 15 minutes every other day and just try and learn a song or just work on scales, doing something productive in that aspect, because I do really want to get good at the instrument. I think it's an awesome instrument to play. I just haven't given it the time of day.
The time that it needs to really develop. I mean, that's what I do. My guitar over there in the corner. I just come down and I don't know, like half hour, 20 minutes, I'll put on just like a backing track and just play, the nice little audio. I was gonna say audio visual, and then I realized that didn't make any sense. Nice little audio sample for our audio only audience there. That's exactly what the guitar sounds like when I play. 100%. But I mean, yeah. It was like that one time we all got together, Joe, you and I, and we had our little jam session there. That was a lot of fun.
We started a band, and then 3 of the members moved, and then
just immediately with this. I felt bad because I did have a lot of fun on that first little get together that we had, and then it was just like, oh yeah, this guy's moving.
We all live in different states now.
And it was just like, well,
all of us.
That was short-lived. We had one debut, and it was in his apartment, and we didn't play for an audience, and that was it.
Good times.
Great times.
But did you want me to keep going with some of mine, or did we want to go back and forth?
You know what? I'll go back because I'll piggyback off of that. Is I want to, and I've expressed this idea to Joe before. This is a bit of a multifaceted one here. All right. I am very bad with technology, specifically social media. Don't nod into the camera, Joe. I can. You're down here, but I know you're giving.
There's a reason why there's only one of us that runs our socials. It's more because I have all the files on my computer, but that's besides the point.
He's also just way better at navigating it. So I have my guitar, right, that I play, and I would like to learn more. Like, I don't necessarily think I'm a bad player, but I'm not a great player, and I would like to learn more. However, I am very bad at just learning things of my own volition because I need like some sort of external motivation to do it, no matter what it is, even if it's something stupid. And so mine was like, hey, I have a TikTok. I don't use it. I didn't know what FYP meant until I think like 4 months ago. I didn't know that meant For You page. I just thought, yeah, FYPE. That's like the home screen or whatever. I didn't know that it was supposed to stand for something. So there's literally nothing on my profile. And so I thought, well, okay, if I have the TikTok and, well, in the wake of maybe it's going to be banned, so maybe this won't work at all. But I don't know. In case it sticks around, I thought maybe I could turn my TikTok into using it to make clips of me playing guitar, and then that would in turn allow me to learn and do different stuff and like actually give me some sort of external motivation for playing the guitar, not just coming downstairs to turn it on, for 20 minutes and then get bored of playing it and put it back down again. So it's a very weird, multi-length, multifaceted, but get better at playing guitar by utilizing social media, kind of. We're starting with one. I don't know if you can get me to do good on all the social medias, but we can start with at least one.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, I don't want to go into too much detail because I've said stuff like this before. Like, I'm going to get back into this and just never have. So I'll just keep it brief. There is another music facet that I've done in the past. Ian, you probably know what I'm talking about. I won't go into detail into it yet, but once it happens, I'll bring it up in the podcast. But it's something I've wanted to get back to, and I'm having more of a yearning to get back into it more. And someone who also did the same thing just came back to do it after like a 5-year break, one of my buddies. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I think that's a sign I got to get back into it. So once that happens, I'll announce it here. I just don't want to say it and that never happen again.
We're building the hype right now, Joe. This is where the hype train starts. You know what? Just to throw a little nugget out there for everyone listening too, and as a bit of a I don't know if it'd be a surprise for you, Joe, but just as a nice heartwarming moment for you, I'm pretty sure I still have one of your original CDs that you gave me in like the little case.
Yep.
Way back years ago, right when we got out of high school, just before I went off to the service.
The one you can't play it on a CD player because I didn't get like the right CD type.
Oh no, I could play it because I could play it in my Jeep.
Oh, okay.
I can put it in.
There was one person that said that they couldn't play it. I'm like, oh well, I made like 40 of these.
Well, that wasn't me because I could play it, and I'm pretty sure I know where it is, and I still have it, and it still has my.
You're on that CD.
Yeah, I was on that CD. So yeah, I still have that buried somewhere. Maybe as like a, if it comes to fruition kind of thing, we can release that and be like, this was
I'd rather watch every single one of our old improv videos than listen to that CD front to back, and there's like 6 songs.
Oh,
and it's like 25 minutes long, maybe.
Come on, that'd be great.
And it just hurts to even think about it. That's a down the line thing. We'll see.
We get there when we get there, right?
Do you have any other resolutions?
I've said one.
I know.
I've got none. I am without flaw. Clearly, I need no more. Hi, Brutus. I would say another one of mine, on an unrelated note. Big whiny baby. I apologize. I have the dog right next to me, and he's being very temperamental right now because Mom went to go to the store, and so he's stuck home alone with Dad. So, oh no, poor baby. He's got to sit here and be worried. Anyways, I would say one of my soft resolution. I feel like I make this resolution every year and it never comes true anyway. So this is a soft resolution.
It never comes true, meaning you never do it.
No.
I just keep wishing for it.
Yeah, this is a wish. This is an internal wish that I never act upon or make any effort towards, and it doesn't come true because life's not fair. Anyways, so this isn't like tacked on the chalkboard. This is more like
post-it note on the note on the board that might fall off.
Post-it note on the whiteboard, but not like a good post-it note, like one towards the end where all the sticky stuff has been coated with dirt and dust, so it doesn't hold on real well. Yeah. Be more organized. That is my thing, and not necessarily like in my schedule. I mean, kind of my schedule too. I don't think I'm particularly. I've gotten better at managing my time. Gotten better, Joe. You know.
Yep.
I used to be very fashionably late at everything. I've gotten better at that. But I mean, like, in a physical sense, I have just stuff everywhere because I have a terrible habit of using things. And then when I'm done using it, I'm just like, oh, let me write something in my book. Set the book down. I know where the book is because I'm currently using it. And then I will go off and do something else. And then monkey brain kicks in. And it's like, I'm like a 2-year-old. I don't see the object. It's gone forever into the void. And then I'll spend like 45 minutes tearing the house apart. Where did I put this damn book? And then I go downstairs. Hey, I found the book. It was right on the table. Case in point, literally this last weekend, I was organizing the garage. Shut up. Because obviously, we've got some Christmas gifts and some other things have come in and the garage has been a mess, which means that my life is a mess and I have to clean it and maybe I'll fix my entire life. No. I was cleaning everything out and I pulled out this box that had Christmas lights in it and like other stuff in there because I needed to move something. And there, atop all the other lights, was a string of these purple lights that we had gotten for Halloween last year. That when it came time for Halloween this year and we wanted to decorate, couldn't find those lights to save my life. I swear to God, I turned over every box in the house, crawled through every crawl space. I'm calling up old phone numbers on my phone. Hey, did I leave these lights with you? Like, they were gone off the face of the earth. And then I'm cleaning the garage out this past week, and I'm like, oh, I got to move this box over here. And I looked down, and I saw the lights, and I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, I was very upset that I couldn't find these lights because I really, really wanted them for, like, a decoration on the... I don't even remember anymore. And it was... I'm gonna get myself worked up. Okay, this is a problem.
I can tell.
This is why I need to be more organized so that I know where to find my things when I need to find them. So I try and make it a habit now. Like when I put stuff away, I label it, or like I'll slap a piece of tape on there, and then I'll write everything that's inside because I get really tired of not finding something, and then that internal drive of I need to find this right now before I lose the few marbles I have in my head left. And then I tear the whole house apart, find what I'm looking for, and now I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to put everything back. So, tentatively, on that terrible sticky note is be more organized. How I'm going to do that, I don't know. We'll figure that. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it, but we're going to be more organized. I'm done. Your turn, Joe. Take it before
I could say a lot of other things that I'd like to do, but there's two big things that aren't really resolutions, but it's like I gotta get them done regardless. And that's kind of what I was alluding to at the beginning. Right now, number one on the docket, because I'm currently super overwhelmed about it, is getting a house. Now, as I'm saying this, I might get a call from one of the people who's trying to help me get the house as we're recording this. So if there's a cut, it's probably due to that. But me and the fiance found a house kind of close to the area that we're in, but just happy to be out of rent living finally and having so many issues with that. But this past weekend, I accepted counteroffer that they gave us, and now this week is going to be paperwork. Like I just set up the inspection and doing all this other stuff. So hopefully by the end of the month, we're closed on it. Everything's good. Which, once we get a little bit closer, and if everything's good, I'll probably might do some more one-on-one, just me and you videos, just until I can get like internet and all this other stuff set up. So it just depends how fast we can move and get things set up. But that's number one right now. And the other number one thing, because I don't want to say that it's less than that, just the house is like, it's happening like now this month.
I was going to say, can you really call out a resolution if you're currently in the process of doing it? The ball's already rolling.
The ball is rolling, but it's not done rolling yet. Like next week when we do the inspection, we'll really be able to tell, like, hey, because if the inspection comes back bad, like if the foundation is bad, then we got to start all over. So we're hoping.
Be like, you knock 10 grand off the price because the foundation sucks, and we'll take it. Deal.
I would say like knock 30 grand off.
Oh yeah, let's go 30.
Because it's expensive to fix.
Aim high, hit low.
Anyways, the other number one thing that, yes, it's in the process because it has to be, but getting married, which will be towards the end of the year in the fall. So we got a lot of things locked in. It's just all the little stuff now, like how we want the table set up and decorations and suits and all of that stuff, which it's kind of taken a hold just with all the, like, all of a sudden, like, being super close to getting a house. So that will be later in the year. And then I don't want to do anything. Like, if I can complete all that and that's perfect and I don't get to base, that's fine. That's fine with me.
100%. I'm going to bring my GoPro to your wedding. Now, we won't do the ceremony. I won't be impolite. But the reception we turn into an episode. We just show how the night starts out great and then slowly devolves into chaos. Because with a completely full battery and clear SIM card, I think I got like 2-3 hours of recording on that bad boy. We could get some real good footage, Joe. We could get some real good footage.
Ian is also going to be one of my groomsmen, and please don't put the GoPro like strapped to your forehead walking down the aisle. Then we'll have problems.
Hang on, hold up real quick. I just need to get a close-up of this guy in his suit. He's got the fit. Let me see. Yeah, look. Step a little bit closer to the camera. Can you see yourself okay? Can you see? Joe, can you come here? Is the camera center? We're good. Oh, you want me to keep hang on. That'll have to be good enough, man. I gotta try it. Sorry, chat. Joe's a buzzkill just walking down the aisle like. Just be a complete goober. Okay, what if?
You're not doing it during the ceremony. Reception, I think that'd be awesome and turn it into something.
What if I can hide it like super
No.
clever? It's not
No.
obvious.
During the reception, go nuts, but
why do you have a daisy for the flower on your lapel? No reason. Don't worry about it. I like big flowers.
It's like, isn't Joe supposed to wear the big flower? No. He asked me to.
You walk out. What are you wearing? Just immediately know what it is. It's a Minecraft flower.
All getting like the same type of suit, except Ian, just giant flower.
Yep, these me big old sunflower right here.
Going back on topic, that's also a huge thing going on this year. So like, the next couple months might be a little crazy for keeping consistency, and then September probably take a week-long break just so we don't have to worry about trying to get episodes out. We'll just work ahead, take a week off, and then come back to it after. But yeah, like thinking to myself, it's like I'm going to do 2 major life milestones in 1 year. And
just bang them out, man.
I'm feeling
rapid fire. Oh yeah, rapid fire. You're just hammering them out there, dude. And but here's the thing, right? Is it seems daunting right now, but then once you make it to the other side, you'll be like, wow, that was really exciting. Now I just got to go back to the old regular 9-to-5 grind, man. Blah. And then you'll be like, man, I wish I had some excitement in my life right now.
No.
And then midlife crisis, buy a sports car.
I already bought a motorcycle this past year, so I think I kind of hit it.
Sports car. You're at the quarter life crisis. You got to get to the 2/3 life crisis, then the midlife crisis, then what's the next one? 5/8, then the 3/4. We got them all marked out. Gone are the days of one life crisis. We get to have like 8 of them now.
You know, I probably should put on my New Year's resolution to actually fix the motorcycle that I bought, but you know, if I get to it, I get to it.
Tomato.
I can't wait to move that thing again. But is there any other resolutions you have?
Personal ones? No. Personal ones, I don't have any more personal. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few of the generic ones that I could spitball up, but I don't think everyone needs to hear about how I'm going to eat better and exercise well. I'm not. And, you know, all those other ones people throw out there, nah. I'm perfect as maybe one to be consistent on my own YouTube channel, because that's kind of taken another fall to the wayside in the wake of a lot of recent events, a lot of, life. I don't want to say life changes, but a lot of curveballs that life was throwing at me and mine for a while. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get. We burn that bridge when we get to it. As far as goals for the channel, well, you've always been more of the brain side of the far seeing how well you want to do with it. You've always had a better understanding of that than I. As long as I think as we can both still enjoy doing this and have fun doing it going forward, that's my whole thing. Just keep making the goofy episodes, the ones where it's just nonsensical, where we're making restaurants with, creepy mascots that roam around and water parks that definitely would not pass any sort of safety standard or anything like that. As long as we can continue to have fun with those kinds of things, then I will be A-okay with whatever comes. I'm malleable. I'm adaptable. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
For me with channel goals, like I could think of a lot of them that I'd like to do, but with the things in my life going on this year, it's going to be hard to do all of them. Like, I'd like to set up a website for us. I think that'd be fun. Just have a little bio for each of us and all of our links to all the other stuff we do. The main thing I want to do is stay consistent. We might miss a week or two here due to sickness, the wedding, stuff like that. But I'd like to have something uploaded Monday through Friday, which at the start of last year, we were doing 2 shorts a day, 2 full episodes a week. And then started getting to be too much, so I backed it off a little bit. And then just recently I backed it off again. So at least doing a few shorts a week, 2 full episodes a week. For me, subscriber count, like, I mean, it matters to me personally. I'd like to double it, which isn't like a huge goal since we're at 76, but like getting it to 150 by the end of the year with everything going on, I think would be huge. And just me personally getting better at SEO and our reach, doing stuff like that. And just trying to grow it as much as possible. We haven't been posting shorts on Facebook or Instagram, so figuring that out. Getting caught up on Spotify, which I'll post like 10, I'll back post like 10 of our episodes like one weekend, and then I won't do it for like 2 months, so then I still am just as far behind. Like, I think we're on like episode 80 on Spotify.
Nice. Oh boy.
And this is episode 124.
Man, that'd be content. It's a really good thing we don't have a reach us now page or anything like that. They have people calling in, hey, what did you mean when you talked about this in the episode? Bro, I don't know. That was like 2 months ago. I can't help you.
What did Ian mean when he said that gunpowder and atomic bombs are the same thing?
I don't know, man. You'd have to go back in time and ask me about it when I said it. I don't pay attention to the things I say.
1, that's not what he meant. 2, he doesn't even know what he says through half these episodes.
I don't know. Just no thoughts up here. Nothing.
Head empty.
Brain. No ridges or lumps. No. How does it go? No ridges or lumps, no something or bumps. All thoughts just slide right off. I am more aerodynamic. Yep. I don't know if the camera could pick that up very well.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Nice.
But, yeah, just growing our reach and just getting better at marketing ourselves. And it's hard, like, when people ask me, like, what kind of podcast do you do? Because I have to try and explain, like, this stuff.
It's an everything podcast. It's an everything podcast.
So figuring out how to explain it to people and get them more interested in it would be huge, because I think we'd have that would help our following.
It's like a talk show. It's like a talk show where the subject can be anything and everything.
It's a talk show with like one topic that we might stay on track for.
Maybe, possibly. You get a couple extra sprinkled in there every now and again. You can't classify genius. That's
maybe a little more structure with some of these anyway.
Genius to genius communication.
But that's really all I got. I'll keep all of you posted on house stuff, and if we got to take a little break so I can figure out moving and all that.
All right. You're going to get a live stream of Joe moving. It'll be like 12 hours long, starting at about 7 a.m. when the U-Haul arrives. You'll get to see all the furniture being carried out.
I might have to show a picture of the basement. Basement's the best part.
Cleaned out. Is it a finished basement?
No, it's a silo basement.
It's a what basement?
It's a silo basement. Have you ever heard of a witch's basement?
No.
It's that. Which, for all of you who don't know, it's not very big and it's circular.
It's a circle.
Yeah, it's a witch's basement because everybody knows witches can't they only hide on corners. So you get a circular basement and you're safe from witches.
Guys, I don't think Joe's okay. I don't know what he's saying either. Just nod, smile, and roll with it. It'll be okay. I'll contact the appropriate authorities when this recording is done. Don't you worry.
Maybe I'll post a short.
Circular silo basement. Maybe your home used to be a missile bunker.
No, it was built in 1890. That's probably why.
It was an Amish missile site. It's just a giant milk bottle turned upside down, and then they causes a reaction. And, yep, sure, it's a missile site. It's a missile site.
Sure.
Don't ask me. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
And then there's my cat chewing on stuff that he shouldn't.
To Mags?
Yep. It's always Magnus.
Mags. It is Mags. What a sweet boy. Alrighty. Well, do we want some quotes? Are we doing quotes for this one?
Maybe not this one. We'll save it for next time because we got a fun episode. It'll either be great or that one might have to be scrapped. We'll see.
we'll see how it goes.
We'll say a lot of quotes then.
I might put prep work into the next one, just to give you an idea of how serious it. I might put prep work into it, but I don't know.
Thank you guys for BSing with us. Become But Today by subscribing, following. We'll see you next time. I was going to say in 2025, but you're seeing this in 2025. We're recording this in 2024. Yeah, we'll see you next year. Or this year.
See you next year, and then we don't upload anything for the entirety of 2025.
Upload this tomorrow.
We'll see you in 2026. Take her easy now.
We'll see you next week.